Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Monday the 27th of March. We've been scraping out today and bedding down with the Teagle, doing all the usual chores. And I thought I'd show you today, this was the first tractor I ever drove. It's the one I first learnt on here on the farm, and I managed to reach the pedals at about 12. And so this is it. As I'm sure you would have seen, it's the 434. And today I bust the scraper bar, so we've got to repair the scraper, and it might be this tractor's last year here if we put the new shed up for next year. And it's really been a good bit of kit, this, and we're going to keep it, you know, forever. And it was originally built in 1967, I believe, so it's 50, if I'm right, it's 56 years old. It's the oldest tractor, the oldest working tractor we've got on the farm. The rear linkage is shot, all of the bushings are gone, and the engine's been rebuilt twice. The mud guards are shot. I put this new seat on it last year, which has been a worthy investment because the old one had rotted off. If you have a look around the front, this is the original plaque here, which I found, which is International Harvesters Great Britain Limited, back in the good old days. It's got 434 there, which is its model, diesel, and the serial number. So I might go and look that up on the computer and see if I can find when this was originally made. But it is really interesting. It's been going on and on and on for years. It's starting to have a few issues now. We repaired the brakes a couple of years back, but the brake housings, the seal is gone. It's leaking out of there. The steering rack, there's an oil leak up here. There's the battery has been leaking for years and rotted out the battery casing. We've had a couple of new lift pumps on it. Had to rebuild the radiator a few years ago because when I was younger and I couldn't reach the brake pedals, I did smash this through a wall by mistake. And like I say, it was the tractor which I learned to drive on. So I know, you know, a lot of people say it would be nice to do this tractor up, to be fair. But it's kind of one of those tractors which tells stories, and I've got lots and lots of memories with it. It kind of reminds me a bit of the Toyota Hilux from Top Gear, and they kind of smashed it up, beaten it up, they've given it everything, and it just keeps on going. And that's kind of this tractor, really. So in a funny sort of way, it would be a bit strange to do it up to like new, like the 135. But I just kind of, you know, we just kind of love it for a weird sort of reason, and it just keeps going. And, 56 years old, I don't think any of our new tractors will do that. It just keeps going and going, and everything can be rebuilt on it. We even put a new rim on because the old one had rotted off, the outer rim. We've rebuilt the engine twice. We've put a new brake system in. Just everything on it we've rebuilt. We even put a brand new starter motor on, which was a 2020 starter motor made in India. And if you have a look there, the casing's cracked on it, which just goes to show the build quality of new stuff these days isn't like it used to be. And I have actually got the old starter motor, the original, which I'm going to send away and have rebuilt, rather than one of these new ones which is cracked. Look, so that was only put on a few months ago. It hasn't lasted 5 minutes, and unfortunately that is just the thing. You know, new stuff doesn't last like the old stuff. I mean, this was built back in the 60s. I put a new exhaust on. That has been a worthy investment as well because it's an original exhaust. I try and keep things as original as possible, but yeah, kind of some interesting stories with it. So I hope I've answered your questions why I haven't done this tractor up yet, and I don't know, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm kind of thinking of doing something with it. I keep it going, I keep adding little bits to it and sort of keep it alive. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. It's got a lot of memories, and yeah, it is the tractor I learned to drive on. Even if it's not, you know, the newest, shiniest bit of kit on the farm, it's not the prettiest tractor, I will admit. But yeah, it just kind of means something, so. All right, we have to do some things the old ways. So we haven't got a feeder bedder to feed the cattle, but I do use that new Chalet Hawk to bed them down, which is proving really good. We'll see here. So obviously we just saw the first tractor I ever drove, and then from that I went to a John Deere. We had two McCormick CX105s, which that 434 outlasted. We had a John Deere 2850, John Deere 6300, John Deere 6930, and now this one, the John Deere 6155R, which I don't know if it's going to be around for 56 years like that old 434 in the shed. It'll be really interesting to see if that will happen. So yeah, leave that in the comment section. Maybe it'll have some electronic fault or something with the AdBlue or with a computer chip, and then you won't be able to get the part from China because of the chip shortage or something like that. And I think that's what will kill this tractor off. As much as, you know, it's a brilliant tractor, these modern ones I think will be taken out by the electronics on them, unless you could find a way to take the electronics off it, which I don't think John Deere let you do. So I think it'll probably end up in a scrapyard. These modern tractors, it is what it is. And right, so these are the last cows to calve. We've got 10 cows now. We had another calf, 2 calves, over the last couple of nights. And I haven't shown you, there's one of them. We've now got about 37 mini Angus calves running around the yard, on the back of the yard. And yeah, these are the last ones to calve. So I bedded them up today with a teagle, so they're more than happy. And yeah, just having a look really and trying to find the next one which is going to bag up for the next calving. So touch wood, we're on the home run. They're almost there. There's not that many left to calve. So. Remember a couple of years back we bought this feed trailer, Marshall feed trailer. It's been really good. We might get another one in the future. Yeah, this one I call Mini Hector. He's an Aberdeen Angus calf, one of our first ones of the year. And I was thinking about if I could take these up, not to get into fattening or anything, but I was thinking of whether we could take these up to 18 months, selling them fat, some of these Aberdeen Angus stores, because you can sell them on the ABP scheme at they say 15 to 18 months fat, which is pretty good. We're in the cattle shed here. This was a Machio buffalo I bought a couple of years ago, picked it up for about 9,000, and these have now gone up to about 12,500 new price. So we're really happy we managed to buy this before the machinery prices went crazy. Like literally second-hand kit has just gone through the roof, I'm sure everyone knows. And I think it's to do with all the shortages of steel and parts from, I guess, China or wherever a lot of kit's made these days. And I'd love to put it on the front. As I said, you do need a front PTO on the 6R, which I've got so many things to invest in this year. I don't know if I'll get around to doing it, but you can put a little front gearbox in there, front PTO gearbox. And then I could put the Machio on the front of the 6R, which would be quite handy. And then I could put a second-hand hedge cutter on the back of the 6R, and I'd have a proper setup, if you know what I mean. But like I say, there's a lot of kit to buy, invest in this year. I'm going to look at a second-hand mower. There's a John Deere 530 for sale, which is a trailed John Deere mower, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, like I say, I can't understand the price of used second-hand machinery. 530, they want £9,500 for, which isn't end of the world money for a second-hand mower. I think the new one's about 25,000, so it's quite a good deal if it's in good condition. So I need a mower, and I'd also need a round baler. Looked at McHale, they do the V660. You've got the Massey Ferguson kind of Fent / Lely Welger round baler, which looks really good as well. But the one I've been quite interested in was the John Deere 960 variable chamber baler, which has got a pop-up chute on the back. And then we would need just a rake. There's a guy I know who I can call, and they'll come and rake it up, which is quite good. And then we've got the wrapper, we've got the small rake, which I can use to turn, that little coon one. It's just kind of getting everything in order and getting everything lined up to make a little bit of silage if it's possible. But like I say, you know, all this stuff's expensive, and with the channel, I'm hoping I can use some of the income from the channel to buy this mower, which would be quite good, and also invest hopefully in the Talahawk, which is you know, we love as well. So there's a lot going on, and it's just trying to get everything balanced and get it all going. So yeah, leave a comment in the comment section, let me know what you think, and hopefully it'll be quite an exciting summer. It's looking really, really good. I did look on the weather this morning, and it's supposed to rain over the next couple of days here. Today it's been dry, and I was just about to go out and sort the grass out, and it's still slightly too wet. So I've got friends in the West Country and in the west of the country, and they're all getting on with their work, and then here, Norfolk, normally the driest county, and we can't do anything, which is crazy. But I suppose it's been long overdue, and the rain's not doing any harm because it's getting the barley going. Although the sugar beet will be very late drilled this year. So, well, I say that, we've been drilling it early these last few years because it's been so dry. But yeah, with that, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be back out on the land in the next video. Catch you in the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.